friends, welcome back to another reading vlog. I started reading Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter last night on my Kindle, and I'm currently on chapter 4. So I wanted to switch it up a bit because I've been reading a lot of romance lately and I needed something mysterious and thrilling, and this one is supposed to be all of that. I think it's a pretty intense thriller from what I've heard, and so far so good. We're following two sisters who, when they were younger, they had a third sister who disappeared and she was never found. So I think this kind of put a little strain on the family relationship. Years later now, our main character Claire is married and she's living a nice life. She has a great husband, a great house. However, he gets killed, he gets murdered, and somehow his murder is tied to what happened to their sister. A few vlogs ago, I went to a coffee shop and I read a little bit there and I really enjoyed it. So I think we're gonna head to a coffee shop right now, read a little bit over there, and then I also need to make a quick stop at Michael's because a few days ago I went to TJ Maxx and I found the cutest vase. I found this vase shaped like a book and it says romance. How cute is that? So I need to get some flowers for this, and this is also going on my new bookshelf, which I need to show you guys as well. So that's the plan right now. Let's head on out to a coffee shop. You guys, that coffee shop was just gorgeous inside. It was such a nice atmosphere and ambience in there. It kind of had like an arabesque with like vintage vibe, and I had a lavender latte which was so good. I've never tried anything like that. It was like a 25-minute drive, but I think it's so worth it. I will definitely be going back again. And then later we stopped at Michael's and I got these cute flowers. They are just so adorable. The color is so cute and they're like so tiny and dainty. I absolutely love them, but I am gonna have to trim them because they are a bit long, so we're gonna do that. And then I couldn't help myself, but I had to go to the yarn section. I don't know, once you start crocheting and you finish a project, you just have to keep crocheting. I just can't help myself. But I got 3 colors of yarn because I have something planned. A nice light pink, like a sage light green, and a darker green. So I'm planning to crochet another granny square cardigan, but I kind of have a vision. I don't know if I'm gonna crochet like the traditional granny square with these colors or an actual flower granny square. I don't know, but these colors are gorgeous, and I think I'm gonna do like the whole arms and everything else in white. So yeah, I've been crocheting so much and it's a new hobby and I absolutely love it. It's the new bookshelf that I got. Before I had a small 3-shelf bookshelf and it was just too small and I had like all the books stacked on top. So I think this one looks really nice. It's pouring outside right now. What perfect weather for reading Pretty Girls. So I'm on chapter 15 and I'm gonna keep reading this and enjoy this beautiful thunderstorm. Good morning, guys. So I got up super early today and I finished the last couple of chapters of Pretty Girls, and I don't know how I feel about this book. I feel like, what did I just read? Like, I need a rom-com right now. This was the most disturbing book that I've ever read. It was dark, it was violent, it was gory and disturbing. It had me Googling things that I was scared to Google, but I was so curious to know if these things were real. If the FBI ever checks my search history, I will have to tell them that it was all this book, Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Although it was very disturbing, I have to say, like, it was pretty fast-paced. The plot twist in the end was great. We do find out what happened to the sister. I would say definitely look up trigger warnings if you are thinking to read this book. That said, the writing was great. It was fast-paced. The chapters were pretty long in this book, which I'm not really a fan of, but I was flipping pages. I just needed to find out how this story was gonna unfold, what the twist was gonna be in the end. And as I kept reading, it just kept getting more and more disturbing and violent. Some of the last chapters in this, like, whoa. Yeah, I don't know what to rate it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee, have a nice slow morning, and browse on KU to see what our next read is gonna be for this vlog. Lunch, and I downloaded The Last Chance Road Trip by Sarah Jane Woodley. This is a small town cozy rom-com. It's only like under 200 pages, I think, because it is a prequel to a series. It sounds really cute. We're following Ethan and Valentina, who dated when they were younger and they broke up, but she still loves him, and it's so funny and quirky. Like, the first chapter had me laughing so hard. Ethan moves back to their little hometown, and he's there because his grandfather has passed away. So his last wish is for Ethan and Val to take a little road trip together around Mirror Valley, and this is kind of like how they reconnect again, and it is a second chance, friends to lovers, and it sounds really cute. And like I said, it already had me laughing like from the second or third page, so it's exactly what I needed after reading Pretty Girls. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here and probably read this a little later in the evening. I think I need a nap. Hopefully I'm not getting sick or anything, but yeah, I think I just need a little rest. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope that my little review and thoughts of Pretty Girls wasn't too negative. I will let you know my thoughts on this book in my next reading vlog, and hopefully I like it. I feel like I am going to like it. The character sounds so quirky already. If so, I'm excited to have found a new series. So yeah, that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, don't forget to like, share, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've read Pretty Girls and what you thought about it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I am so grateful that we've reached 300 plus subscribers. I feel so lucky and so blessed to have your support. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next reading vlog. Bye!